Yeah, they should move those back.
Chairman of Greenville.
My clock says 7:31. Call this meeting to order for the council on September 2nd. It's now 7:31. We'll have the roll call.
White,
Here.
Wellman, Brown, Ely, present. Godwin,
Present.
Norris,
Here.
Rogers.
Here. All stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Do we have to do anything with Leon serving as president pro tem?
Everyone was sent out a copy of the approval or the minutes, and we need an approval, or if I hear none, they're approved. And approval of the agenda, the only thing that I know of at this point is that there'll be an addition to the ordinance, the supplemental ordinance, which is ordinance number 6.
Make a motion to accept the agenda as amended.
Roll call.
White,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. Public hearings. Anyone have anything that they want to bring before council? Yes. Come on up.
Okay, my name is Michael Guyette. I've been in Greenville for about 7 years. Anyway, my issue is cats. And I've heard it's come up here many times, and people say nothing ever changes. But it's my first time ever coming to a city council meeting. I'm interested in trap neuter release. Does everybody know what that is? I've done that with the Humane Society in town, and they told me they have no more money for it. I don't know how much money is allocated for that, but the cat population in this town is exploding. And we just went through kitten season, so kittens are everywhere, cats are everywhere. People say don't feed them, they'll go away. I think that's cruel, they die. I think I'm not asking the city to do much, really, except for pay for spay and neutering somewhere. I have other people I work with. We catch the cats, we can bring them somewhere. We feed cats, we try to take care of cats, try to do things humanely, and we need some kind of program where working through somebody, they're spayed and neutered and they're ear tipped and let go again. And then they don't breed anymore. And I don't know, what can we say about that?
So we have a TNR program. We work in conjunction with the Dark County Humane Society.
Okay,
The city specifically allocates $4,000 a year out of our budget to the TNR program, and then Dark County Humane Society matches an additional $4,000 for this program. I'm a little surprised when you said they told you they didn't have any money.
they said they're out of money, no more TNR this year. They told me that a month ago.
Okay,
And, it was halfway through the year.
right,
And this is the time when you need to do it.
yeah. So I'll address that. I'll call them tomorrow and make sure we're straightened out because we still do have funds left from the
We do have
cities-
funds left.
From the city side.
Because I want to catch them and I want to get them neutered because I'm just seeing kittens everywhere. I've got 30 cats of my own now that are abandoned cats that I feed, I take care of day in and day out. And I just, I can't take any more cats. And a lot of people I know are the same. And some people want to shoot them. I mean, that's not a way to deal with it. When you kill cats, more cats move into that area because there's no cats there. So I'd appreciate that if you could talk to them. And when do you think I would know something?
Tomorrow.
So I can call them sometime soon and find out. Okay.
Absolutely.
What is the director's name now? Do you know?
Out at the,
Larry?
I usually talk to Linda Bargy.
Yeah, it was Sherry, and then a woman came in, and I can't remember her name now.
Lori.
Who?
Lori, yeah.
Lori, yes, I think that's it.
Yeah.
And she said she's in charge and so on.
Lori Meadows.
All right. Okay, thank you for your time.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Thanks for coming up and addressing that.
You're next.
My name is Matt Guyette, and Mike's my brother. And I just wanted to say just a couple words in support of what he presented. There's a lot of talk on social media about the cat problem and how to deal with it. And some people say, just ignore it and they'll go away. But my brother, he has always cared a lot about animals, even when we were kids. Hated to see them mistreated, instilled that in me. And he's not asking anybody else to step in and solve the problem. He's trying to solve the problem. He's stepping up as a private citizen. He's spending his own money to feed the cats because they're starving. Sometimes they have eye infections. Sometimes they're lame, and he brings them to the vet and he pays. He's retired. He's on a fixed income. But it's something he's trying to do as a contribution to the city of Greenville. But one of the really essential pieces is what he talked about, which is the TNR. Because if he was to have to pay for all those cats to be spayed and neutered, as it is, he's spending hundreds of dollars a month just on food. And I think the only way we can deal with the problem long-term is to spay and neuter, and that way there won't be as many. Gradually over time, we should see a decrease. So I just wanted to say, he's a great guy, he's very dedicated, he's trying to do the right thing and make a contribution to the city. He just needs a little help with the TNR, which sounds like there's a way forward on it. So I'm glad to hear that, and thanks for letting me speak.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Hi, my name is Chrissy Addis Bunger. I own a house at 330 East 5th Street. It's on the corner of 5th and Locust. I personally have caught and spayed or neutered thanks to Dr. Bruns' office in Versailles giving us somewhat of a discount on it. 5 cats this summer, and just in the spaying, it cost me $200 a piece. That's not including any vaccinations. I don't even own a cat, but there's 19 cats on my front porch, and it's not just the cat population. This is neighbors who are really big-hearted putting food out, and now we have this huge groundhog that's becoming a problem. And Mitch and Mike Swagger, they're good old country boys, they own some rentals, and they're talking about like, these things are bigger than my Boston Terriers, and they have no idea how to get it out from underneath their building. It is kids chasing cats into the streets because their kitten went into the streets. One of the girls who kids ride our bus, Jennifer, had to snatch her kid back because he about got squished. It is an ongoing problem. Properties are starting to smell because of male cats marking. And these are good people trying to do good by feeding them. But it's costing me $200 a month alone just in cat food. That's not vet bills, that's not spay and neuters. Then you see one with no leg, or it's literally got 6 kittens living on your front porch. You can't just leave it there. we're having like Shelley Flory reaching out and trying to get beds made for wintertime sleeping because there's literally been cats that have frozen to death on our sidewalks. It is a huge problem, and I know it can't be fixed easily, but I mean, something really, really does need to be done because it smells really bad. So thank you for letting me come in tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm Ron Osmond. I've been a resident of Greenville for 62 years now. So I got involved with trap, neuter, return of cats when one of my neighbors had 11 female cats have kittens in the spring. We had kittens every place. So I've been very fortunate that Greenville has a functioning TNR program. I'm really glad to hear that you can increase the budget because it's underfunded as it is now. There are some studies that indicate that for every 5 humans, there's 1 stray cat out there. You know, they're saying there's a 7 to 15% average out there. If you have low-income housing, you take 15% of your population, that's your cat population out there. If you take that number, we're around 2,000, 2,400 cats that are stray out there. They're telling us 70% of those stray cats were pets at one time. You know, rentals are known for dumping the cats. I got a few living with me now because I got rentals. I live back here on West Water Street. And I've got 2 cats now that have come from rentals that we're aware of. You know, I've had somebody throw a cat outside of the house because they said it was making everybody sick in the house. Well, it was an inside pet. I took it in. What I found out, it loves to climb in bed, touch its nose to your nose, and then blow boogers all over you. So I got the vet to take care of most of it. It's got a chronic sinus problem. So but there are problems out there. You know, we're trying to do the TNR, trap, neuter, return. They tell us we got to get 80% of the cat population fixed, TNR'd, to see an impact out there. And there's a lot of colony caretakers in Greenville that care about the cats. They're taking care of cats that are not their cats, and they really need that support, the TNR program, to help them out. Right now, I'm supporting a lady on Donald Drive, has 2 female cats with litters of kittens. One of them we managed to get trapped and in a cage because we couldn't get it in to be fixed. It has 3 kittens that are 3 days old right now because that TNR money wasn't there. We couldn't spay abort that cat. I got another lady over by the Brethren's home. She had a female cat show up, drop 3 kittens on our porch. So we're ready to be fixed now, but again, there's no money. Right now, I've got her set up to go to Columbus. I'm taking them to Columbus to get them fixed because I can't get them into Dayton, low-cost, high-volume TNR groups. So, but you do what you have to get the cats, $30 to get them fixed with shots. I know Greenville's TNR program, they do not do the rabies shot or what's called the combo shot. So they are protected against the big killers of cats, which is Panaluke or feline distemper out there. So the cats I take in, we get them fully shot. We want them to have a chance at life out there. You know, by not fixing the cats, we're seeing that population explosion. Male cats are telling us have an average of 5 years living out in the neighborhoods. They can father 1,000 cats a year on average. Over that 5 years, 5,000 cats. The females in this area, I'm seeing 2 litters. I've got a bobtailed female back here. I can't trap it. The Humane Society's tried to trap it. So it's dropping 5 kittens in the spring, 5 kittens in the fall. Right now. We're getting them fixed, but we aren't able to get the mother cat. We're working on it. I'll have to probably drop trap it. But I just want to let you know there is a need out there for the TNR program for Greenville. It isn't just one person. There's a lot of us colony caretakers that care about the cats, want to see them fixed, and want to get the cat population under control. You know, if you guys got questions for me on that, ask me out of here. You know, ask me during the meeting. I don't care. You know, I can usually find some reference material for you to base some decision on, or if you need some other information.
Well,
We have a question?
Rod, just a couple things.
Yeah.
I'm kind of jumping in. You had said we have the ability to increase the budget. That wasn't the way that was portrayed.
Okay, more funding to put in.
The funding's already there. There's a question now of whether, how the funding is, how they're acknowledging the funding that we're giving to support. So that's the question Ryan is going after is with the count.
Because I know you're fixing around 114 cats, I think it is, with that money. The last time I talked to the Humane Society, about $70 a cat with no rabies shot, no combo shot.
So, and the question I have is,
Yeah.
as you've talked through this, how many cats need to be fixed to fix the problem?
Well, yeah, a lot, 1,000 plus.
I got that part, but can you is there some way of ballpark quantifying that?
Well, if we were using the 15%, it's like 2,400 cats, you take 80% of that, bottom end is 7%, you know, or you can use the 1 in 5. For every 5 people in Greenville, there's 1 cat, stray cat out there.
And what's the cost to neuter?
Last I heard from the Humane Society is $70 under the Greenville TNR program.
That's like,
It's very close to.
And that's cheap.
It depends if it's a male or female.
Right.
but going through the logic of what we just talked about, that would be like $140,000.
If you did it in 1 year, yeah.
Well, the more years you wait, the more cats you get, right?
Right, right. I mean, they're saying 2 mating cats can generate about 100 cats in a year, because the spring kittens are having kittens when the mother has the fall batch. So that does include the tomcat that goes around and impregnates 1,000 kittens, you know, or produces 1,000, so.
The point I was trying to get to is,
But what's your numbers and goals?
we're talking about $8,000 in the budget. And we're
Right.
talking about the need to spend $140,000.
Yeah, or increasing your numbers like each year.
But if you increase it, you're just continuing to perpetuate the problem, only it gets a little less maybe.
Right.
That's, I'm not fighting you on it, I'm not.
Okay, you're fine. I'm not trying to say, oh,
I'm not
you gotta
trying to
throw
fight
all
you
that
out.
100 and some odd thousand in the first year.
Right.
You understand,
Right.
there has to be a balance in
The
there.
fact of the matter is this, and this is nationwide, municipal budgets are tightening
Right.
for a lot of different reasons, but a program like this, I mean, we've been budgeting so much for this, but a program such as this with the interest that's out there, particularly among cat lovers, this is a private donor type of situation here. I mean, I don't know what else you can lay on the government.
Right, I understand. It'd be nice if the city would increase the budget. Right now, it's my opinion that us colony caretakers are fixing more cats than the city of Greenville's TNR program is. You know, because we're going out and fix it. We care enough about the cats. The lady I talked about on Donald Drive is going to fix both mother cats and all the kittens that survive out there on her own dime. You know, I'm doing that now with 16 cats that are in this Greenville city limits, and I've got a few more besides that I'm going to get fixed. So, like I said, there's already a colony caretaker, I don't know if I want to say network, group of us that are doing this already, and it's getting done, you know, but a little bit more money from the city would help. So, you know, I'm not telling you to drop 100,000 or whatever, but yeah, you're right, it's in that ballpark if you tried to get the 80% done in 1 year.
Yeah.
So it's a big problem, and it's a national problem. I agree. I belong to national TNR groups, so I can learn what the trends are. And it is there. There
I
are
wasn't talking about the cat problem, I was referring to.
costs, the funding, being able to fund it.
Funding.
And you're right, and there's grant money. The city of Greenville could probably talk the Dayton Humane Society on if they can get in on their TNR program. I don't know if you folks have to file for grants, but right now they got a Bissell grant going on down there from the Bissell company that makes the sweepers. 0 cost to get a cat fixed with fall shots. And if there's some add-on, they got to, you know, deal with a leg injury, remove an eye, things like, that's all covered under the Bissell grant. So there are ways to fund it. You know, I've been told by our Dark County Humane Society, we don't go for grants, and I've heard that from several other people. But that
Bissell?
Bissell,
C-I-S-S-E-L?
yeah, the sweeper. You can look it up on the internet, it's right there. So that's one I'm aware of, and they may know other grants that are available.
You said that's in Dayton, huh?
Well, Dayton Humane Society, they have the Bissell grant there, and that's where we're able, if I can get in, I can get a free cat fix with all shots and everything.
If you can get in, huh?
If I can get in. I had one lady at West Manchester said she was on the list 1.5 years, you know, to get in. So I'm right now on a network of TNR groups that, again, if we trap today and we got to fix tomorrow, and we have 10 spots or whatever spots we have, there's no guarantee the cats are going to get in the trap. We can't tell them, we want you in the trap on X day, so they have a network and they send messages out, oh my God, I couldn't get cats fixed. I got 2 spots open. Somebody phone. And that's how I'm getting my appointments at Dayton Humane. I'm begging for appointments that way. So, again, part of the network. But if you have other questions, I'll answer them. If you got questions outside of here, don't be afraid to talk to me. I don't mind chatting.
Ron, I knew that you've mentioned that, and there's several in the audience that has brought up the fact of the cats, and you tried maybe a fundraising that would make, people donate to the cause?
Right, and
I was referring to actually.
Right, and I've asked for help, but there's like 2 active not-for-profit TNR groups, Cat House Blues in Gettysburg. KDK TNR doesn't like being out in public. They're afraid somebody's going to dump cats at their establishment, and that can happen. I mean, one of the cats I have, one of my neighbors watched it get dumped in an alley beside my house. So, and I've had cats appear out of nowhere, because they know I care about cats, and that can happen. But those groups, since they're not-for-profits, can apply as well to try to do something. But they're small organizations. You got to be pretty big and pretty active, have a good core group to put in for those monies. So, it might work for the city to put in for the Bissell grant or to work something out with Dayton Humane. Because Dayton Humane allows the municipalities around them to have a contract with them to fix cats. So I know people are saying, oh my God, I got to drive to Dayton. But I've been driving to Columbus and Cincinnati to get cats fixed. I got a group up in Salina that's having cats hauled up to Toledo to get their cats fixed. Because they're looking for those solutions to get cats fixed. We're hearing some rumblings about Miami County may have a low-cost, high-volume TNR group, but until it opens, or there might be another mobile unit coming into the area. I've heard that one. So, but until it happens. So, the colony caretakers are struggling. I'm struggling with what I'm getting, putting into vet bills. I've had $4,000 in vet bills this summer, some of them due to post-op infections. I got one cat, $800. Because they botched up the operation. It ended up with a post-op infection. And the vet bill, like I said, $800. It almost didn't make it. I had another one that liked to lick itself. You know how they like to groom? Gave itself an infection. I had 3 different infections. It's now brain damaged. It's now inside. I now got an inside cat with that one. But that was $400. So there's expenses. And that doesn't include feeding your colony cats. Like I said, I've got cats. I probably got 10 cats outside that eat at my house. Because we've got loose cats, renters throw them out, whoever throws them out, they end up there, and that becomes expensive. I mean, vet bills have gone up since Corona. We've had our cat food go up. That's part of the reason why people are dumping them. When their bills get tight, the first thing that goes are their pets. So, feel bad for them. There is no shelters in Dark County that will take animals. I've got several farms. I got one on Children's Home Bradford that people are dumping cats at. I got one out by the Jehovah's Witnesses. Guy doesn't have any pet cats, but he has over 20 cats on his farm. He pays out of his own pocket to get them fixed. I got a family on a farm on Hog Path. They didn't have cats there, but all of a sudden they started appearing. They had 30-some cats I was supposed to help get fixed. I can't get appointments. But that's outside of the city of Greenville. They may have come from Greenville. Because what people do is say, oh, you won't take them? And they take them for a ride out in the country. All farms need cats, and they drop them on.
Okay, Ron, we're going to have to move on.
You're fine. All right.
Thank
you for letting me talk.
Thank you. Anyone else for public hearings?
Hi, Greg Dolan, Dark County Visitors Bureau, just providing an update for you. So in June, we hired Ethan Tutwiler, which is one of the things we wanted to do with our community funds. And we've seen a pretty good increase in our social media since then. He's a marketing social media assistant. So we started doing things like, did you know about Dark Counties? Just little facts about the county, a distinctly Dark County series. These are on Facebook. Just things that make Dark County unique. We did one about the San Luis treated Greenville. That was in August, and so we'll continue those. And we've gotten really good response on those. We're also doing like restaurant postings every Friday, and those are gaining pretty good traction with the public too. In that time, we gained 392 Facebook followers. So we're at 13,200 followers right now. So for comparison, Miami County has about 10,000 followers. Always Mercer County, their Visitors Bureau is combined into those two counties. We have 18,000 followers, that's two counties, so we feel pretty good about what we're doing and where we're at. Thursday, September 18th, the Dark County Visitors Bureau, we're going to be hosting a marketing workshop with CJ Jasinski. He's kind of a marketing guru, among other things. So this is aimed at small business owners, nonprofits. Just he has a program he developed, a guide more or less for $20. Basically, if you do these things, spend 20, 30 minutes a day. Ways to promote your business. It helps get it noticed. The event is free, but you can purchase those guides at the event. So that is September 18th at Beans Bakery, 6:30 to 7:30. Just kind of a way we're looking to help small businesses kind of get noticed. We're hoping to do more of that in the future. Big week out outdoor, World 100 Week. So we did add, we really had a good way to distribute visitors guides there, so we worked with Eldora. We have 2 racks out at Eldora now, one in the ballroom and then one kind of inside the main entrance. So we'll see how many guides people pick up. I'm kind of interested to see how many guides people to try to pick up this week. Also the Rolling 50s Car Show this weekend downtown, so that'll be another great event. Still promoting America 250, just looking for ways for asking the community to think about ways they can participate. After the fair, I spoke with the fine arts, people who run the fine arts building, just asking them to think of maybe some special categories they could include next year, with quilts, any historical, and I know they have one of like the oldest Dark County, like memorabilia kind of things. So just working with them just to try and get them to think of ways to participate in America 250. And we recently started working with Power 107.1 in Miami County to kind of reach the Miami County market and draw some people over. So those are updates. Any questions I can answer for anybody?
The seminar at Beans, is that morning or evening?
That is at night, 6:30 to 7:30. We're hoping business owners would be able to close up and head over to Beans.
Just wanted to make sure the time frame.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for coming up. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you,
All
Greg.
right. Good night.
Anyone else for public hearings? Don't see any. We'll move on to administrative reports. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. A few things I want to mention. First of all, we want to express our deepest condolences for the family of Fire Chief Brian Pearson in the village of Versailles, who passed away so tragically and suddenly yesterday. He's a very, very good friend of our Fire Chief Russ Thompson. I know Russ is having a difficult time with the loss of a dear friend, not just a fellow fire chief. So we want to make mention of that and let the people in the village of Versailles know that we're thinking about him, and particularly Brian's family and close friends. So just want to mention that. I found out that from someone here in the city that a long while ago, a gentleman by the name of Tom Whitten, who served as our city service director. I'm not sure when that was, but I'm sure Steve and probably a lot of you that have been around here a while maybe remember this was before the safety director and the service director got merged. It's what it is now, but he passed away over the weekend. He was 101.
Yeah.
He would have been 102 years old on the 10th. So I want to make mention of that. He served the city well. And also I found out this evening from Matt Guyette that Dave Rovington, he was a longtime executive at Greenville Federal. He passed away today, right? This afternoon. So I want to thank him for bringing that to our attention. And these are all people that have served the public and served the community well. So I wanted to mention these things. We had our final concert in the park over the weekend, last night, or Sunday night. And we had a great attendance. I want to thank everyone with the Greenville Municipal Orchestra and J.R. Price, who worked so hard throughout the week to put these concerts on. Hundreds of people come out and watch these concerts on Sunday evening. It's a great event, and it's a great tradition here in Greenville. Also, the Ohio State Horseshoe Pitching Tournament concluded Sunday. It was Saturday and Sunday, and that's one of the two tournaments that we host here. Greenville is the horseshoe pitching capital of the world, and well, some may think that's kind of funny and make a lot of light of it, but it's a lot to our economy. These people come here from like 10, 12 states, Virginia, Georgia, all over the Midwest, and they stay the nights in our hotels and eat at our restaurants, and they enjoy coming to Greenville. And I want to express my thanks to all of them. And the last thing I want to, just to remind the citizens of the city of Greenville, if you notice anything that's bothering you, like people downtown that shouldn't be downtown, or anything going on in your neighborhoods that's suspicious, call our police department. They don't mind taking the calls to act on these matters right then, rather than us reacting to what we see on social media. Instead of putting it on social media, take the time to call the police department so we can firmly address these issues. So with that, I pass.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Safety Service Director, Mr. Dale.
Thank you, Mr. President. A couple things for this evening. First, I would like to kind of get where council would like to go with our comprehensive plan and our transit development plan. We've talked about both these things here over the last 6 months, and I know we've talked about setting a meeting. I would like to get that moving and get both of those adopted by city council. Willing to have a meeting if that's what everyone chooses, or we can bring it to the next council meeting for legislation.
Any thoughts?
So where do we stand? Is there a hard piece of literature for us to read other than that huge, have you summarized that report? Put it into bullet points so that it might be.
Which one?
Yeah,
Transportation.
Which one? The transportation one, there's a summarized report, I believe it's called the Executive Director's Statement, that summarizes that transit development plan a little bit. And then we reviewed that with the gentleman from ODOT here, time gets away from me, but I'll say a month ago, something like that. As far as the comprehensive plan, no, I don't have like a breakdown of each individual piece. There is a summary page on there that you can read through that kind of spells it all out.
Good.
Anything else?
Mr. President, as far as the comprehensive plan, in reading it, and I don't mean this in a derogatory manner,
Yeah.
if we could do everything we wanted to do, it's all there. If money was no limit,
Right.
or no obstacle, here's the things we would like to do. And somehow we've got to take that and put it into what is realistic, not what is.
A wish list.
Thank you. I mean, that's how I think we have to take the comprehensive plan.
So within the comprehensive plan, there's a 5-year departmental strategic plan that are more affordable items. But one of the main things that I use the comprehensive plan for is when I apply for a grant for one of those big projects, the first question is this identified in your comprehensive plan? And they look for yes. So if we don't have those items in there, there's no need to even apply for the grant.
But those are the ones that we know we can't afford without getting a grant. So we put them in under the auspices that this is something we would like to do, but we'll only accomplish with grant money. It's not, as opposed to replacing, refurbishing, rebuilding the swimming pool. I'm just picking an example.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, I think we've got to frame that into what are we saying we want to budget for and plan for and pay for, and what do we want to go out and get outside funding for? I mean, that was the piece that was missing for me in the comprehensive plan. I had it on the agenda for tonight as well.
Oh, good.
So I think we need to sit down and go through it almost line by line, or item by item, and say, we want to do this, and here's how we're going to do it. We want to do this one, yes or no, we agree or we don't agree. I mean, I think it becomes that kind of a discussion with the council, would be my opinion.
I agree.
And I always have been 100% on board with that, however you guys want to do it.
Go until we're done.
I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what we're going to have to do.
Yeah.
But the thing also, Bill's point, like, we sat here and asked for the approval, and we couldn't get a meeting scheduled because people's, like, dates, like, that's where we're gonna put it on you guys. Like, we appreciate the criticism, but if you wanna have the input, we've gotta get the meeting scheduled.
I don't disagree. I was in the same place then.
There you go.
Anything else, Ryan?
With the calendar out.
Yeah, there's your calendar out.
Now, we've been trying to do this for several months, quite frankly. We need to do it.
Years.
Second on the transportation, on the transportation issue.
Yep.
And I think what we reviewed a month ago in here was a study of what you could, would, should, might, maybe possibly be able to do.
Yep.
Now, transitioning that into a plan is also a different activity.
Yeah.
Do we want to grow Greenville Transit is what it comes down to.
Correct. So, and on that transit development plan, like, you know, that was a grant from ODOT, and that company wrote that for us. It is what it is. We can't change it at this point.
They haven't skipped-
That one there, but we can develop our own plan from that. Absolutely.
I think that's where we need to head next, because the one that ODOT presented was kind of mind-boggling.
There's a lot there.
There was a lot there, and then, you know, just to have somebody read it slide for slide, it was hard to comprehend when you were trying to read it at home, let alone absorb it when you were present.
Again, it was what we could, would, should, might, maybe possibly be able to do if we wanted to do it all. And it's a matter of what part of that are we willing to buy into
Right.
as an organization, not just individuals.
I think it's gonna take more than one meeting.
When's the first meeting?
And is it council as all of the council member, or are you setting up a?
That's up to council.
It's up to them, can't schedule a meeting.
Thank you, we will.
I mean, if you guys want to do a committee of the whole, if you want to assign it to, do a committee assignment where it's an ad hoc, I mean, I'm open. I just feel like I've taken it as far as I can without all of your input.
Understand, that's understood.
A lot of the information has come from some time ago too, hasn't it? And
Some of the data is
it's a little bit dated.
aged, yes.
You got people that have switched around and changed, and now they got different opinions and ideas. Makes it tougher.
So do we want to do an ad hoc committee, or we do a committee of the whole?
Start with an ad hoc to,
Okay.
at least, I mean, that gives us a base.
Yep.
With
I agree.
3 members to look at it.
Do we have some volunteers?
Sure. Be glad to.
Mr. White, would you like to help me?
I'd be happy to.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Clarence? Okay. We have our 3 ad hoc committees.
Is that for all three, is it we doing both or one or the other? Because I think they're two different activities.
Transportation,
I was going to say, I think one.
transportation.
Would you not cover transit in a portion of the comprehensive plan?
Absolutely. And, we don't do it like it was in the past, but in the past, the old comprehensive plan from '02 had a transit development plan inside of it that was done similar fashion back around that same time frame. They just added that plan to the comprehensive plan. I mean, personally, I would rather start with the comprehensive plan than just nail down
I'm just asking.
transit,
Right.
is my opinion.
Yeah, transit would be number 2.
Yep.
Yeah. So comprehensive plan will be first.
Okay.
And Mrs. Ely, would you want to chair that?
Sure, why not? There's
Okay,
two other people that can give me great wisdom. Sure, I'll be glad to.
I'll let you three make up your agenda as far as the meeting.
Mr. Delk should be part of that as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Admin,
absolutely.
does admin wish to be a part of this? All admin?
I think they should, they all, yes.
Due date?
And is there a due date that we need?
24 months ago.
Last week would have been good. 2 weeks would have been better.
I mean, it's gonna take some time to go through it line by line, and I think, I don't know,
Can we bump it to?
the end of the year?
If we have a target date of the first council meeting in December, that gives us
Yeah.
at least
That'll
the
give it a little
opportunity
push
to
and some
meet
time.
and then see where we're going, and if we get it done sooner, then we'll get it done sooner. Is that agreeable with the two of you?
Fine with me.
Okay.
So,
So we'll let you set that meeting up and let everybody know that when.
okay, don't leave after the meeting, Chris. Don't leave after the meeting. We'll get it on the calendar.
Yeah,
until-
Clarence.
Clarence, sorry. Chris is on another meeting, sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
so we got that taken care
Yep,
of.
get it taken care of, get a meeting
Mr.
on.
Delk, do you have anything?
The only other thing I have, I want to remind everyone that the car show is this Saturday downtown from 2 to 8.
I'll be there.
With that, I'll pass. I'll answer any questions, but I'll pass.
Mr. President,
Mr. Dell? Yes, sir.
can you explain on the new fire hydrant paintings, if there's any rhyme or reason to the color coding tops?
Absolutely, there is.
There has to be.
Yeah, so we, every year we flush hydrants, flow test them, and then that cap, whatever color that cap is the pressure and flow that that hydrant puts out. So when the fire department shows up, they know, like, a red cap is the highest pressure and flow. Say there's a green cap next to it, they want to go to that red one because of pressure and flow.
What's the chain? Red is the best?
I think there's red, blue, orange, green.
Who's the best?
Blue's the best. Oh, watercolor's the best, I guess. I went with red for fire, but you know.
What's second?
Blue, green, yellow, orange, red.
And black, there's black hydrants.
Yeah, black is the worst.
Thank you. It's- Seeing them different colors everywhere just obviously led to questions.
Yep, there's a reason for it.
Law Director, Mr. Raymond?
Thank you. I'll pass this evening, but answer any questions anyone has.
Anybody have any questions of Mr. Raymond?
Nope.
Auditor, Mrs. Davis?
Thank you, Mr. President. I do have a few things I wanted to make council aware of. There's a resolution accepting the County Budget Commission's determination of the revenue. That merely is paperwork from the County Budget Commission that involves what revenue we will be receiving from the levies that passed, and also the revenue that will be coming through the county to the city for the general police and fire pension funds. So that is predetermined by the County Budget Commission, and then they always send us the legislation to be passed at the council meeting, and all the council members will need to sign off once that legislation is complete. Also, I have some information, just the supplemental that is on the budget currently. We did sell on the DP supplies, we did sell some old equipment on Gov Deals. That is the money that is being appropriated for that. And for the park, the monies being appropriated were donations that we are merely appropriating the funds in order to expense those. We are going to be buying trees at the auction like we always do in September, and the money for the park is going for new benches, and those were donations. And with that, I will pass or answer any questions.
Any questions, Mrs. Davis? Thank you. Committee reports, we have one.
Greenville City Council, the ad hoc committee regarding drug prevention met on August 27, 2025. The members of the committee heard 3 requests for funding. After discussion on On all three requests, the committee members came to an agreement and recommend the following. $5,000 to be issued to Recovery and Wellness Center of Midwest Ohio supporting their LEAD prevention group. This funding is to secure a speaker for a one-day conference for the LEAD staff and leadership. $1,500 to be issued to the Greenville Police Department for the upcoming Red Ribbon Week, October 27th to October 31st. The funding will be used for ongoing drug education. $2,500 to be issued to the Greenville Police Department for their Shop with the Cop program in December. The funding for this program will be matched by Zecker Bailey. The funds will enable the police department to purchase clothes, toys, school supplies, etc. for local children who will have applied to attend the one-day event. Respectfully submitted, the Ad Hoc Committee for Drug Prevention, Dolores Ely, Chairwoman, Chris Norris, Vice Chairman, and Greg White, Member.
You've all heard the committee report.
Make a motion to accept the committee report.
Motion is by Mr. Clemens. Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Mr. President, I would ask then, if, since everyone passed that report, if the budget could be amended to include those amounts in the supplemental so we can get that for the, get that posted to the budget, that we would include those amounts that were approved by that committee.
Call the roll.
Somebody has to make the motion.
I'll make
Okay.
the motion that we make the addition to the resolution.
Thank you, Mrs. Ely.
Thank you. Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. Okay, moving on to ordinances resolution. We have a resolution for authorizing bidding for Green Street, Arc Avenue, and Marion Drive, and Chippewa Drive.
A resolution authorizing bidding for contract for the Green Street, Arc Avenue, Marion Drive, and Chippewa Drive water main replacement project. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to solicit for bids for the water main replacement project on Green Street, Arc Avenue, Marion Drive, and Chippewa Drive.
You've heard the reading of the resolution.
Make a motion to accept the resolution.
Waive the third
We
reading.
need to,
Waive the readings.
okay. Mr. Godwin made a motion to give it second and third reading by title only.
Second, yeah.
White,
Yes.
Roman.
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin. Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing bidding for contracts for the Green Street, Arc Avenue, Marion Drive, and Chippewa Drive water main replacement project.
You've heard the third reading. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Norris to adopt. Discussion?
Ryan,
Yes, sir.
somewhere I read, I think this was like a $1.4 million estimate.
Correct.
Somewhere in that range.
Yep.
Is that a budgeted expense?
Yes, sir.
Built into our 2025 budget
Yes, sir.
as its own line item?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Roman.
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin.
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. Second one is a resolution accepting the terms of the opioid settlement and giving first reading.
A resolution to accept the material terms of the settlement agreement pursuant to the terms of opioid settlement agreement with Purdue and to authorize the city solicitor and/or city safety service director to execute any related agreements. This resolution authorizes the safety service director to enter into an agreement with Purdue to accept the material terms of the Ohio opioid settlement agreement.
You've heard the resolution. The second reading.
Third reading.
Do I hear a motion for a third reading?
Emergency clause.
Need to waive the readings or what?
Waive the third.
Oh, you're getting at that?
We need to waive the third reading.
Third reading.
Okay.
You moving?
Yes, I am.
White,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin.
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Resolution to accept the material terms of the settlement agreement pursuant to the terms of opioid settlement agreement with Purdue and to authorize the city solicitor and/or city safety service director to execute any related agreements.
You've heard the third reading of the resolution.
Motion to adopt.
Discussion.
Mr. Godwin, motion to adopt.
Can we have a discussion? One
Discussion.
question of clarification. Ms. Stepps, will this money, this is in addition to the money that we already receive in the opioid accounts, right?
Yes, it has to go, Ryan has to approve it by, it goes by new, what do I want to say, like new,
So there's settlement agreements with
yes, settlement.
Yes.
multiple
And they,
Walgreens, Walmart, Purdue. This is just a new one that so it'll go into the opioid
It will
funds.
go into the opioid fund that we are currently, as an ad hoc committee, dispensing. That's what I needed to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have no idea what the amount is.
No, I understand.
It was like, for the country, I think the settlement was like 7.4 billion. Ohio's on target to get like 200 million of that, so then they'll break it down. It
I
depends
just
how
wanted
many
to be
people-
sure that we didn't have multiple,
no, any money that we receive for our opioid has to go into the same fund, that's state.
Thank
bulletin.
you.
So, okay.
That's enough to keep track of, right?
Yes, it goes right in one, that's it.
Any other discussion? Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely,
yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. Third is resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the County Budget Commission.
A resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor. This resolution accepts the amounts and rates for the tax budget for the fiscal year commencing January 1st, 2026, as established by the Dark County Budget Commission.
You've heard the first reading of the resolution.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second and third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to give it second, third reading by title only. Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Wellman.
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
Godwin.
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
A resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor. A resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor.
You've heard second and third reading of the resolution. Discussion.
Motion to adopt the resolution?
Motion by Mr. Norris to adopt. Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Wellman.
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
Godwin.
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. Fourth is a resolution authorizing contract with Lippman Thomas Insurance Agency.
A resolution authorizing a contract not to exceed 1 year in duration with Lippman Thomas Insurance Agency for the providing of liability insurance coverage for the city of Greenville, Ohio, and declaring an emergency. This resolution authorizes the city auditor to enter into a contract not to exceed 1 year with Lippman Thomas Insurance Agency for the provision of liability insurance for Greenville from October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2026. This resolution has an emergency clause.
You've heard the first reading of the resolution.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second and third time.
Mr. Godwin made a motion to suspend the rules.
There is an emergency clause.
Discussion.
You're not gonna get anywhere anyway.
Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris,
Abstain.
Rogers.
Yes.
You have 5 votes.
It goes over to the next one.
Can we have a discussion on that?
Discussion.
We can still discuss that, can't we?
Go ahead and jump to the chair, please. That's you, Leon.
You get to decide, we can talk about it.
We can still discuss the issue?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Mr. President. How does this compare to last year's policy? And did we competitively quote this year?
So I can tell you that we had a very slight increase to last year's policy. We do have the premiums in. We did have to do some adjustments on property coverages. We had to add a building, and then we had to make some adjustments on the actual coverages of property. So overall, the premium only went up about 7%. With the property increases, it will end up going more than that, but we had to make some increases to the actual determination of the coverage on the dwellings themselves due to the fact that they were like take into consideration, the construction that's going on at the wastewater treatment plant. There were some other things we added the salt barn. There's some other things that we took in as a city in this timeframe. We did not quote it this year. Our tornado coverage was not complete. So it was not a good year. The completion of that claim has been done now. I did have and have had conversations with 2 other agencies regarding the quoting of our insurance. However, it is an absolute flip of what we're currently doing. They want us to go into a consortium, and that would be a totally different type of insurance, and the city would be taking on more risk. So that's something that we have to really look into early on. It isn't anything that we can just quote. It just this year, it still wasn't good because our claims were not settled. We still had outstanding claims.
So the amount that we're approving here doesn't include some of the increases in property values? Is that what you're saying?
No, it would. Everything's one, but the overall premium only increased like 9%. I don't have the final numbers in yet. I just have some preliminary. They did not increase the cyber at all, did not ask for any other questions, said that we were in good shape there. There's a few increases. Like I said, for the property, it was about 7%, but it might have been around 9 overall, I think. I don't want you to quote me on that. We're still waiting for all of it to come in, but we had to add buildings and such, so there's like a $16 million in property coverage increase, not premium. It's the buildings and the dwelling that we had to add.
And that's included in the 7 or 9% increase?
Yes, yes, that's included, because those changes have been made.
Okay.
Any other discussion?
I still have one question. I would like to see our 2023, 2024, 2025 absolute dollar values of insurance.
Okay, and what about the changes, because there's been several since then?
We can put those in.
Because it won't give you a clear picture unless you
No,
see
but
that.
it'll give us, yeah. Be happy to take the changes with it.
Okay, you want to wait until the renewal is in, or you want them now? Okay. Okay, for you. Okay. Anyone else? Okay.
Okay, moving on to number 5, resolution writing off nominal accounts.
Resolution writing off the nominal accounts for the City of Greenville. This resolution allows for the write-off of nominal accounts and City of Greenville accounts with no account having a balance greater than $15.
You've heard the first reading of the resolution.
Waive the second and third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. White to give its second, third reading by title only. Call the roll.
White?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Norris? Rogers?
Yes.
A resolution writing off the nominal accounts with the City of Greenville. A resolution writing off the nominal accounts with the City of Greenville.
Move to approve.
Is that Mr. Wellman?
Mr. White?
Mr. White, okay. Mr. White approved, or made a motion to approve. Call the roll.
White?
Yes.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't go for discussion. Okay, the next is a supplemental ordinance.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025. The supplemental ordinance allows for appropriations in the General Fund, Park Fund, and Ohio Opioid Settlement Fund in the sum as follows. Office supplies, DP supplies, and maintenance in the amount of $3,760. These funds are being appropriated with the revenue from the sale of old equipment on GovDeals. These funds will be used to replace older equipment currently running various camera systems throughout the city. New equipment park in the amount of $16,700. These funds are being appropriated from the donated revenue received for the purpose of purchasing park benches. New tree planting in the amount of $1,405. These funds are being appropriated from donated revenue received for the purpose of planting trees in the park. Community outreach in the amount of $9,000. These funds are being appropriated for a donation request in the amount of $5,000 that was granted to Recovery and Wellness Center of Midwest Ohio LEAD Prevention Group. This amount also includes appropriations for Red Ribbon Week and Shop with the Cop events provided by the police department.
You've heard the first reading of the ordinance.
Make a motion to suspend the rules and read it by title only, second and third time.
Mr. Godwin suspended the rules. Discussion? Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025. An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025.
You've heard the second and third reading. Discussion?
Mr. President,
Yes.
Ms. Davis.
Yes.
The 3760 for office supplies, that in essence is increasing the office supply line item from above the budget based upon the GovX.
Yeah, the Gov Deals sale, that was what we received for the Gov Deals, was that 3,760. And that our IT person felt those funds could be used to help to fix a few things that maybe we couldn't have fixed otherwise and get those on the road to recovery. And
So it's just increasing.
It is increasing
It's an
just that
increase
line
to
item.
budget expense. And wasn't that 3760 almost exactly what the minimum bid was?
No, it was,
Actually, so higher, the minimum
Yeah.
bid was based on what we could recycle them for.
Right.
And it sold above, that number, I do know that. I don't know exactly what it was.
I thought it was 3600.
You might be
could have
correct.
been. I don't know what it was. I just know that the bid came in higher than what we could have recycled it for, so that's,
Thank you.
and everything has been wiped and gone and our money, so.
Any other discussion?
No.
Move to adopt the ordinance. Moved by Mr. Roman to adopt. Discussion? Call the roll.
White.
Yes.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. Seventh is a resolution accepting the Fillmore construction bid for maintenance paving.
A resolution accepting the Fillmore Construction LLC bid for maintenance paving 2025. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to accept the bid from Fillmore Construction LLC for maintenance paving in 2025.
You've heard the first reading of the resolution.
Motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second and third time.
Mr. Godwin, to read this the second and third time. Discussion? Call the roll.
White.
Yes.
Roman.
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
Godwin.
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
A resolution accepting the Fillmore Construction LLC bid for maintenance paving 2025. A resolution accepting the Fillmore Construction LLC bid for maintenance paving 2025.
You've heard the resolution read second and third time.
Motion to adopt.
Mr. Norris, motion to adopt. Discussion?
Mr. President, Mr. Dell, was there an estimate for what that, we started on that one?
654.
Done. Thank you.
Bids came in very well for this and the next piece of legislation.
That's all.
Yeah.
They've done,
The joy of competitive bidding. When we can get more than one person to bid, historically, we've been stuck with contracts that have only one bidder and then we get not the greatest numbers, but the next two items, we got two bidders on each and we got good numbers.
they've done this before in the city.
Fillmore, this will be their third contract within the last 5 years, I think, I believe.
Good success in the past one? Thank you.
Call the roll.
White.
Yes.
Roman.
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
Godwin.
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. The eighth is a resolution accepting bid for biosolids management.
A resolution accepting the bid for biosolids management. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to accept the bid from Harder Agri Services LLC for biosolids management services for the duration of 1 year.
You've heard the first reading of the resolution.
Motion to suspend this resolution and read it by title only, second and third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to read the second and third time. Discussion?
Mr. President, Mr. Dell,
Yes, sir.
is this the same company we have now?
No,
So we're changing suppliers?
So this is not on, this is on second and third reading.
I'm sorry.
Call the roll.
White.
Yes.
Roman.
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
Godwin.
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
A resolution accepting the bid for biosolids management. A resolution accepting the bid for biosolids management.
Heard the second and third reading. Discussion?
Mr. President?
Yes.
No.
yes, sir.
As we're changing, what was our comparable to last year? Do you remember that?
The number that it'd be a guess.
Is it up? Is it down?
It is up a little, like when you talk about cents per gallon.
Who was last year?
Last year was Synagro, and we've had Synagro for the last 30 years with an exception of like a 3-year period somewhere around.
Just interesting that the incumbent was like 25-30% above what somebody competitively bid.
Right.
We have any history with harder agrics?
We have never utilized them for this contract. They have done our lime disposal out at the water plant before.
Competitive quoting pays.
It does. It absolutely does.
Which, in fairness, we always competitively bid these projects. The downside we have.
We don't get people to
always
bid.
We don't get people.
Right, I understand. I'm done.
Call the roll?
White,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes,
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. Ninth, we have a resolution authorizing bids for water plant chemicals.
A resolution authorizing bidding for contracts for water plant chemicals. This resolution authorizes the safety service director to advertise for bids for water plant chemicals to be used in calendar year 2026.
You've heard the first reading.
We will suspend the rules and read by second and third reading.
Mr. Willman, motion to suspend the rules.
Yep. I got it.
Discussion. Call the roll?
White,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely,
yes,
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing bidding for contracts for water plant chemicals. A resolution authorizing bidding for contracts for water plant chemicals.
You've heard the second and third reading.
Motion to approve.
Is that Mr. White? Mr. White approved the motion to approve the resolution. Call the roll, or discussion.
None. Are these gonna come in cheaper?
Sure.
Curtis can tell me that.
Call the roll.
Said no.
Doubtful.
Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely,
yes,
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. And the last one, ordinance rezoning 300 Green Street.
An ordinance rezoning 300 Green Street from GB to PUDR for Robinson Bonanza Development LLC. This ordinance rezones 300 Green Street from general business to planned unit development residential as recommended by City Council.
You've heard the first reading.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this ordinance and read it by title only, second, third time.
Mr. Godwin, motion to read it second, third time. Discussion. Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely,
yes,
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
An ordinance rezoning 300 Green Street from GB to PUDR for Robinson Bonanza Development LLC. An ordinance rezoning 300 Green Street from GB to PUDR for Robinson Bonanza Development LLC.
Motion to adopt the ordinance?
Mr. Norris is motion to adopt. Discussion. Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely,
yes,
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. That's all the ordinances, resolutions. Old business, we have none. New business, we have one. It's a motion to be presented at Greenville City Council on September 2nd.
With the approval of this motion, appropriate legislation and/or ordinances will be enacted which will facilitate the following. I move to change the hours of operation of our Greenville City Parks to dawn to dusk as the regular hours of operation, with exceptions being made for special events in our city. Sincerely, Councilman Greg White.
You've heard the motion. Discussion?
As we've talked about different things, it seemed to me to be strange the hours that we kept for our parks in comparing it to other cities where parks basically operate dawn to dusk or during daylight hours. Seeing that we post our city parks either like 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. or 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. We roll up the sidewalk somewhere between 7 and 8. So the question is, why do we leave our parks open after dark? Nothing typically good happens after dark. So as we've had other discussions about after dark, this kind of jumped out and bit me, and I said, let's just talk about it.
Right, right. And I think a lot of it has to do with what is posted out there. When people Google something, there's different time frames on the Google response or the Yelp response. And it'll have 6 to 10 or 6 to 11, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. on the open hours of the park. Well, I think our intent has always been, dusk till dawn, they're closed. And we had the sign at the city park, the main park, and I don't know if that's still on the entryway sign between the two ponds.
I believe it's 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I think a lot of it, to your point about the darkness, is a lot of people still walk out there after dark when it starts. So I think that's why it was a time and not dusk to dawn.
Yeah, and there was
Because technically, if you do dusk to dawn, it gets dark. I don't care if there's a light on the trail or not. You're not allowed to be in the park. I mean, and I think that's what was set up. And I guess the other question would be for Mr. Reeman. Can city council, or does that have to be a park board?
I'd have to look into that in more detail to know exactly where it comes from. So.
Yeah.
And ours is just to bring it up so it's discussed, that it's like, where do we want that to lie? And then it's checking and I don't know, the social media part, or if somebody has control over the Google thing, because there's 3 different times when you look up the different facets of the parks in the town.
Right. And I wouldn't doubt as well, so back up 10 years ago, the city owned the football stadium and the tennis courts. And I think because obviously people were there till 10 o'clock is probably why it was that instead of dusk to dawn. And then we used to run a lot of like basketball leagues and things out at North Park and had the lights on, and so that it would go later. So I'm just trying to give you the reason
I understand.
of why.
Yeah, we were looking for some uniformity, or, certain areas, do we have the dusk till dawn, or do we make it 10 o'clock?
It was interesting. I started driving around at night. And like Bish Park, which I know is not City Park,
Right.
but it says dawn to dusk. But if you go online, Bish Park says 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. If you look at the other parks, they say 6 to 10, or YOLO says 6 to 11. So I tried to look at different parks, and how many people did I see there after dark? Was basically almost none.
Yeah, and
too, for like special events like the.
And I put special events in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just think,
Another thing though is, and like I think Mr. Delk pointed out, we have a lot of runners that, run through the park and et cetera, before they go to work. And, sometimes it's dark in the morning, but whenever they do that.
some of our runners are out well before 6 a.m. too. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be able to turn the lights on with the city had it, right? Turn the lights on for tennis courts and play tennis.
Yeah, there's a button out there, you can play tennis at night. You can still do it at North Park on the basketball courts. And I think it's a great discussion with the times that we're in.
I'm always looking at it from the standpoint, I was taught growing up that nothing good ever happens after dark.
My mom always said 10, but
Well,
go dark.
my mom said after dark. So I think
It's dark at 5 o'clock here.
an ounce of prevention is a pound of cure.
8:45, look at it.
Do you want to check on park?
Yeah, we'll look.
Want to table this or anything, or just let it die?
Does Yolo Park fall under the city? Or is it fall under Parks as well?
Parks. It's a park. Okay. Yeah, but it's, it's all owned by the city, but it's under the parks and there's a park board. I just would want to make sure if we're going to do something, or at least, I don't think they'd have a problem with it, but have them involved.
Well, I went and looked at other cities like Inglewood, Dayton, other places, and their metro parks are dawn to dusk.
Yeah, well, I think the metro parks is more of a nature oriented, which to me would be more like the county parks as opposed to.
West Milton's Park is dawn to dusk.
I believe that the city park, as long as I can remember, has been closed from 10 p to 6 a. Another thing, like used to, there were pool parties, and I know they would go till 10. And I know that there was a discussion when YOLO Park was given, because they talked about that, closing it at 10, and people were worried about events, was why I think they kept that one open till 11 was the only reason, but,
Yeah, here,
I mean, I think if you guys want to table it and we can check it.
one example that we found, that Clarence found for me there, it's got Tree of Greenville North Park open 24 hours. You know, and that's on just a Google.
A Google search, right?
Because of the walk path, maybe, or what?
Wanted something that we can get on the same page, even if it's 10 or whatever, but so that it all matches, 24 hours, and one's 11 o'clock, and it's uniformity, so Chief Benji can, keep track of it as well, and his personnel.
Just let it go into action.
I think we'll probably not take any action on this, till they check with Park Board and.
So we'll table it and come back to the next meeting under old business?
That's different than what he said. That's fine.
Are we tabling?
Just met.
Tonight.
So they
If you
won't
don't
meet
take action, it just
until
dies.
the beginning of.
That's what,
You make a motion until you.
there's a motion out there, we have to do something with it.
Yeah.
Okay. I move we table it.
Okay. It's been moved by Mr. Wellman to table the motion. Call the roll.
White,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes. And council representative of outside committee, we already had our County Visitors Bureau speak at our public session. And Main Street Greenville,
Main Street Greenville was to be here tonight as well. Unfortunately, Brendan had a family commitment that he could not make, but he assured me that he would come on the 16th. So I would defer to his coming back at our next meeting and giving a report.
okay, thank you, Ms. Seeley. And communications?
From the Greenville Township, notice of public hearing. The Greenville Township Board of Zoning Appeals will hold a public hearing on a request for conditional use by Gerald Miller concerning the property located at 5755 Baker Store, Greenville Road, Greenville Township, Dark County, Ohio. Approximately 1 acre from an approximately 11-acre parcel zoned as agricultural, and to separate approximately 3 acres from an approximately 67-acre parcel zoned as agriculture. Case reference 54083. This hearing will be held at 7 o'clock, September 18, 2025, at the Greenville Township House located at 5366 State Route 57 East, Greenville, Ohio. If you are unable to attend the meeting and wish to have a statement read during the hearing, please send it to the Greenville Township Zoning, P.O. Box 188, Greenville, Ohio 45331. Information will be available for public inspection by contacting Scott Peel, Inspector, at 937-947-1769 or at zoning@townshipofgreenville.org until the date of the hearing.
Okay, you've heard the communications. Call of council?
White,
I'd just like to thank everybody for being here tonight. It was good to have a meeting with a lot of interaction and discussion and dialogue. Thank you for being here.
Willman,
Thanks for everybody being here. Appreciate the people that were here and stayed through the meeting, talk about cats. It's been an ongoing problem for forever, basically, as far as I've been involved. And it's nice to see there's a lot of people that brought up the fact that they're trying and would like to see some more things done. Normally in the past, it's just been complaints, it's like, and we're not any better than a lot of other things, we don't know, what's going on. We know that we put some money into the programs with the Humane Society, but and it's hard to see anything where it's doing any good. But as long as, when you start getting a larger group of people involved, that hopefully we can make some progress and that kind of thing. So appreciate you coming, so thanks.
Ely,
Yes, I too would like to tell everybody, thank you for coming. It's always important to see the people that you serve and to hear what they think. And it's important that we have somebody to be brave enough to stand up and speak. So that's not always easy. So I thank you for coming. And with that, I'll pass.
Godwin,
Again, I got to thank for everybody coming and the department heads for showing up tonight. And with that, I'll pass.
Norris?
Yeah, we appreciate everybody coming this evening, and it still shows our community has compassion, no matter the size of the animal. And we appreciate the community members taking things out of their pocket and their time to do things. So it shows that's Greenville, to us, so we appreciate it. And hopefully we'll follow up with Ryan tomorrow and get something moving for you guys, so we appreciate that. Thank you, department heads, for being here. And I knew Brian Pearson in the fire service, and he was part of our sales fire department for 27 years. And, it's sad to see somebody that young in the fire service pass away on Sunday. So our condolences to him and his significant other in the village of Versailles. And with that, I'll pass.
Rogers?
Yes, thanks again for everybody. It sounds redundant. Ron, looks like you've done a lot of study and a lot of work on this cat situation, and I'm sure everybody appreciates what you've done and what you'll be continuing probably to do. And so thank you, and thank anybody else that helps with that situation too. I know I have a few in my neighborhood too, and it's not good. But anyway, hopefully more of it gets resolved. And also, I had a person contact me as to whether the Marling band shell could be used for more than just the Greenville Orchestra.
Absolutely, it's for rent, like, it's available for rent anytime on our website. Obviously, we keep it back for the events, but
Right.
it can be.
Well, this
It's used for, like, the Alzheimer's walk uses it, and the school uses it for a few items. There's a church that usually has a service out there throughout the summer.
I know I was to a concert, an outdoor concert at Union City at the Artisan Park up there, and they do it through the summer. They have different bands come in and play, and so that was what the asked question was. And I don't know, I didn't know they rented it out.
Right.
What is the rent? Can you tell me that?
I believe it's $75 an hour is what it's
Okay.
advertised at. It's all fun, I get where you're coming from. It's funding. Like those band, we pay the municipal band to have those concerts every year. So we'd have to come up with some funding to try to get different groups in there.
I just thought it might, help out to utilize the shell rather than, having it sit idle for a longer period of time.
Yep.
And with that, I pass.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Mr. Norris. Call the roll.
White?
Yes.
Norman?